Shut up and sit down.
Welcome, everybody, to the 3POA podcast, episode 92. Getting up there, almost to 100. I'm your host, Laserpants, also known as Ryan. I am joined, as always, by the man behind Action Force and the CEO of Valiverse. Work, damn it. Work, damn it. Bobby Valla. Hello, Bobby. It was a pause for dramatic effect. That's all it was. That's all. It's a little pause.
What kind of show are we running here?
One where you show you're broadcasting from a hotel. It was a tiny delay.
I'm sorry.
I don't want to hear it.
Do you want me to go? I'll go.
No. You say.
I'll go.
Stay. We're going to talk about G.I. Joe.
I'm taking time out of my convention weekend to come on this show. I'm sorry.
Oh, how was the convention going?
It's good. It's good. We love this show. I've done this show like 5 or 6 times. It's a small show, but like it's great. The atmosphere is great, and just it's in the middle of nowhere. Like there's a lot of like quirky things about it. It's kind of fun.
Right on.
Yeah.
Very special guest tonight. He's been MIA for a little bit, but he's making his return to YouTube with us because we're besties, Bobby. We're besties. You know him. It's Chad. Why did you do that? Bring him back. There we go. It's Chad. Are we really doing this? You gonna come on? It's Chad. Welcome back to YouTube. Welcome back to the 3POA. It's Chad. How the hell are you?
Thanks, Ryan, and Ryan alone.
Bobby is rambunctious tonight, let me tell you.
I know, right? He's bouncing off his hotel room walls.
Man, listen, Chad, you've taken some time off. I hope you're back and you're ready to go. We got some great stuff to talk about tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and the ma'am's here too.
Oh, the ma'am.
The ma'am's in the chat all the way from New Jersey. Yep.
Whoa, she's in my hometown? She's in my home state?
In Jersey. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, she's at Fort Dix doing some Army stuff.
Okay.
Okay. Hold on. Where's she at?
Dix.
Oh.
Dix. Fort Dix with Chris Cox. Dix and Cox.
Cox,
New Jersey.
Dix.
Cox and Dix, New Jersey.
Speaking of, listen, guys, I see some super chats, some member chats. I'm going to get to those. Bobby has limited time tonight. He's being a bit of a prima donna. We got to get through the topics. We got to get to the stuff we're going to talk about. So we're going to save the super chats and all that for a little bit later.
Yeah. Hey guys. Okay. So I'm taking over the show here. I really don't give a shit about, Ryan and Chad. I'm running the show tonight. Yeah. You got me for an hour, and then I'll bring those guys back in an hour when I feel like it. Okay. So you know what? We're not getting in the super chats. I say we're not getting in the super chats. So you guys can send your.
We're getting into the super chats. Would you stop removing Chad? It's his first time back to YouTube. in a while. Chad, I'm sorry. Chad, do you have a headache?
Chad, I'm
What?
sorry.
Do I have a headache? No, I was taking a nap while you guys figure it out. So.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Bobby, you been doing a little drinking there?
We had dinner at the bar. So yeah.
What is this?
What are you, my mother?
You don't know me.
Since Bobby's connection's a little leggy there at the hotel, let's get into it. Toy Fair happened. Hasbro was there. We're going to start with Hasbro because that's our favorite company. Okay. Look at this. This is the retro packaging for Flint, and I know you guys want to talk about this. This is a zoom in here.
6 fingers, baby.
Is it?
Yeah, look at, right? Anatomy, when you put your thumb over your fingers like this, it always crosses your index and just the knuckle pokes out, see it? And then it touches the second finger, and then he's still got 3 more fingers on the end of that. Look at my fist. Look at his fist. 6 fingers.
So this is the first painfully obvious evidence that we've seen that these big companies are starting to use AI and replacing artists for their packaging artwork, right? At least in the toy industry, from the big companies that I've seen. What are we doing here? We doing AI?
Well,
We're doing AI.
I mean, listen. At first, when I saw this art, it was so bad. I was like, wow, they must have Adam Riches doing this art, as you know, and I'm like, because it's so fucking bad. But then I was like, oh wait, no, this does look like AI. But I'm like, no, his art's really bad. But no, this is obvious AI art. Obvious. I mean, look at that face. Look at that face.
The beret, everything. Like the
beret is bad. Like, hey, this is like if my 8-year-old son put an adult beret on his head and then took like charcoal and put it over his face, like 5 o'clock shadow. This is what you'd get.
No, there's no shaping or forming of that beret whatsoever. That's freaking atrocious. Like, that's bad.
Yeah.
Well, not to be outdone, our other favorite company, Super 7, with their Wild Bill reaction card art. I could see someone saying, "Oh, that's not, maybe that's not AI. That's just maybe, I don't know, maybe it's not. Maybe this one, Super 7."
That look at the one that looks like
6.
a toe, man.
All right.
It looks like a big toe.
So let me explain the way packaging approvals go. Because obviously I want to be known as the guy that fucking hates Hasbro and has to shit on Hasbro. The Joe Bros. Oh, he's just a mean, like disgruntled ex-employee. Okay, dude. Did you work there? No. So shut the fuck up and let me give you a lesson. So here's how packaging approvals work. So basically, now this is different because it is a licensed item. Now, when it's in-house, shit, man, when I did Marvel stuff, you would do a packaging approval. Now, you had multiple rounds. You had the first round, and then you had the final packaging approval. You would get in a room, in a conference room. There would be me, the designer, probably my design manager, definitely the marketer, definitely the engineer, definitely 1 or 2 of the packaging people, and also the project manager, the person who keeps to the schedule. So you have like at least 5 or 6 people in this room. Not 1 person, not 2, like 5 or 6. And they blow this thing up on a giant screen and everybody's staring at it. Then they have printouts, to scale printouts that you go and you have to initial on the packaging. Now, I don't know how it is for if they license an in-house brand, but I would imagine that multiple people are going to have to see this and approve it. So that means that Super 7, that rinky-dink ass company that they are, probably has 3 or 4 people in their packaging approval meetings, if they're even mediocre, sitting in this meeting saying, okay, look at this. Everybody okay with this? All right, cool. Everybody signs off on it. Brian Flynn gets on his booster seat, looks at the table. Okay, cool. They send it to Hasbro. Hasbro gets it. Hasbro approves it. Guys, I'm telling you, I know you fucking hate me. I know you hate when I shit on Hasbro and G.I. Joe, but listen, put your fucking little propeller hats on for a second and say, you know what? Okay, this is ridiculous. I think the G.I. Joe collective, this is one of those times where we could all come together. Like, we all have our differences, but this we can come together on. And if you don't, then you're dumb. But we should come together on this and meet here and say, this is ridiculous. Super 7, Hasbro, this is ridiculous. You can't have this. But no, you got guys going after Chad, saying he's insensitive, and it's like, listen, if you are a G.I. Joe fan or a Hasbro apologist, and you're looking at this and you're saying it's not that big of a deal, this is a big deal.
That looks like a woman cross-dressing as Wild Bill. Look at that face. And then look at the weapon. It's like, where's the receiver? You can tell that's AI tried to make some kind of a revolver and a semi-auto at the same time.
Yep.
You mean Adam Rich's art? No, this is AI. But
that's AI. Yeah.
Guys, this is ridiculous. Like, we shouldn't be okay with this. We shouldn't be okay with AI art ever. And also, we shouldn't be okay with this getting past multiple people. Like, guys, the people that this gets by probably make way more than most G.I. Joe fans. So you're telling me that these people can't do the one job they have, but you're going to say it's okay because 3POA is mean. There's something wrong with that.
And no one's mentioning how his hat is crooked and almost floating above his head.
This is what I was talking about in my post. This is being piss poor stewards of this IP. Like, this doesn't serve the IP. It doesn't strengthen it. It makes it laughable. This is the IP that was known for packaging art for decades upon decades.
Listen,
and look at it now.
Hector Garrido is rolling over in his grave right now. The guy was an absolute legend.
Even the Joe Kubert stuff from Sergeant Savage was amazing. Like, this is a fucking joke.
Yeah.
But hey, we're just going to throw the packaging away. We don't care. Just, turn away. Don't look at the man behind the curtain. It's not a big deal. We just want stuff.
Why are you crying, bro? Why are you crying?
Hey, bro.
Why are you crying?
Don't harsh my cry, bro.
All right. Now that we got that out of our system, we're going to move past it. We're going to back up a little bit because this dropped before Toy Fair, but no one really got to hear you or Bobby talk about the Cold Slither Band coming to San Diego Comic-Con 2026.
I mean, I made some memes about it.
By the way, Chad, you're going to be waiting in line with me to get this at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Would you hold my hand?
Yeah, I'll hold your hand.
All right, sweet.
We'll live stream it too.
Oh, yes, we will.
I don't give a hell.
Let's hear it, Bobby. Cold Slither Band. Was it on your bingo card?
I think there's a lot of things that are probably on my bingo card before this. I don't want to make anyone upset. I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to be nicer. I'm trying to turn over a new leaf, and I don't want to say mean things about Lenny or anything like that. So I'm trying to be nice here. So I'll say that no, this wasn't on my bingo card. The fuck no, it wasn't on my fucking bingo card. Okay, so
got a guitar.
Here's what I'll say. I'll start with some positives. Because I know the G.I. Joe fans that you've got to be nice. You can't say mean things. So let me start by saying that
that's the Hasbro fans, not the G.I. Joe fans. Come on.
What's the difference, Chad?
I'm a G.I. Joe fan.
No. Okay.
Shit.
The Hasbro G.I. Joe fans, not us. I will say, positive thing. This will sell out, and everyone will clap it, and they'll feel justified. They'll feel justified because it's sold out. Guys, I saw what Comic-Con exclusive items quantities are, and I'll tell you right now, they're really low.
Yeah.
So don't get all excited when this sells out, because it does not justify what real selling out is. This is not that. What I find amazing is that Chris Cox was talking about, cutting back on action figure tooling and not producing as much. I want to know what idiot Lenny convinced to spend the money on a drum set and guitars for this piece of shit. Listen, if you want it, absolutely buy it. Shartimus, I'm not telling anybody not to buy something. Boog, I'm not telling anybody to not buy anything. I'm telling people to buy this. You want it, you buy it. We never tell anybody not to buy something. I'm just saying it's fucking stupid. Because one, listen, it was a privilege when you got to do a Comic-Con item. It was absolutely a privilege.
Yeah.
You took it seriously. There were a lot of people involved in it. You really wanted to put your best ideas forward. When I see this, I'm like, as a G.I. Joe fan, I'm like, there are 100 other ideas that you could have given me instead of this. Like, okay, Super 7 wants to do this niche stuff. Fine. Let them do it all day. Let Brian run that company into the ground. Good luck paying back that $25 million that you wasted. My thing is, this is too niche for everyday Joe fans. Like, you got to give us something special each year. Mindbender, Serpentor, like, dude, you're knocking it out of the park with that kind of stuff. I love those things. This is like, really, dude? Really? So it's like, I remember sitting in meetings, guys, perfect example. I sat in a meeting with the VP of Marvel, and we literally had to fight him to let us do the Infinity Gauntlet. Like, the most powerful weapon that all the MCU movies were based on, the Infinity Gauntlet. And we had to fight for that. I see this item and I'm like, shit, man, if only I could be there now, I'd get away with doing everything. Because look at the amount of money and time and resources that go into this item. It's like, guys, you could have gotten so many better items than this. And listen, I know there's people that are like, I love this item. That is awesome. I hope you get it. I hope you're super excited about it. I think it's great that you're excited, and it's going to sell out because Comic-Con items sell out. It's just what it is. At the end of the day, though, this is not a good San Diego Comic-Con item. This is not a good use of resources. Now, I'm sure maybe Lenny spun it in some way, like, oh, we could use this drum set for something else and do this and do that. Okay, yeah, an Ollie's gift pack, sure. Okay. But like this is what you guys are getting. Like, guys, you listen. They had Sergeant Slaughter signed. I don't know if they still have him signed, but whatever. Listen, a triple T with Sergeant Slaughter. You're gonna tell me that this set is better than a triple T with Sergeant Slaughter? And you could do it like this set's gonna be however much, $200 fucking dollars or whatever it is.
I think it's 150.
150. Okay.
Yeah.
You could have done a triple T for 150 because you look at the triple T, it's the size of a vamp. Okay, cool. Maybe a little bigger. Maybe you charge 175. I bet you a triple T with Sergeant Slaughter at 175 would sell way better than this. But we won't know. Now, again, if you want this, that is absolutely awesome. I'm so happy for you. I'm happy that you're going to get it. And I think that's great. I personally don't think it's a good item.
Do you like the gem poster on the box? It's kind of cool.
We know how that movie turned out.
Yeah. And then that side. People in the chat are saying there's no drum throne and no microphone. That's kind of a big miss. You need those two things.
I mean, we're talking.
Chad?
They're mentioning Mrs. and Lenny in the same conversation. Like, I don't know how that's like why anyone's surprised.
I don't know. Got a nice box. I actually think it's a good. Now you're looking at it from a business standpoint. From a fan standpoint, I think it's a good choice for San Diego because it's an easy pass. It's going to be for the hardcore fans that have to have everything, right? But for most, I think for the most fans, it's probably an easy pass. Like, all of a sudden you have a band on your shelf amongst all your military figures. Kind of weird, you know.
It's like a band, but it's not just a band. It's Dreadnoks in, you know, spandex. Like, it was one episode, guys. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, listen, here's the thing. If you had done Snake Eyes and Scarlet and Timber in the Boy George outfits when they were infiltrating like Cobra, would have been a better item than this.
That'll be next year. Watch.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Shipwreck?
Yeah. At least you had your heroes, your A-listers. Like, I mean, Lenny goes heavy into Dreadnoks because he wears his stupid fucking skull rings and he thinks everything should be rock and roll and dragons. Okay, man, cool.
You know what else they forgot in this box set?
Quality? I don't know.
Flavor Flav!
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy!
Amazing.
Yeah. McFarlane made a Flavor Flav. I couldn't pass it up. All right.
Oh,
so
that's McFarlane?
Yeah. It's barely any articulation, but yeah, it serves
Okay.
its purpose, and it's like perfect 6-inch scale. Okay, moving on. They're doing the Fireman. Awesome photography here. But I've said it on the show a million times. I want firefighters, right? Because I'm building a 112 scale city. I'm world building a 112 scale, like a city over here to my right.
Yeah.
And I need firefighters for the city. Chad, it's an essential part of a 112 scale world build that I'm building.
Do you not have barbecue?
He doesn't look like a firefighter. He looks like a spaceman. Yeah, but this one's cool. It's the $35 like deluxe, whatever. Look, it looks like just like a regular old fireman, and I hope they reuse it in more colors, Chad, for my 112 scale world build.
You keep trying to convince yourself of that. That's fine, buddy. I'm proud of you.
Did you see my building? I have a building.
That's
Welcome back to YouTube, Chad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The Jaws of Life. Well, you guys want some firemen? This was what, one of the 12-inch figures from back in the day, and this is like the tribute, right, or something? I don't know.
Whatever helps you sleep at night. I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, they did a 12-inch like fireman in the 90s. Okay.
Yeah, I have a 12-inch cop, you know, like it.
Yeah.
But
it's fine, man. I mean, you know, firemen will go. Listen, firemen will go great with Street Force. It's gonna be great.
I can't wait for Street Force.
Smashing out windows and minivans and shit. You know,
Jaws of Life to get into the minivan.
John Papa Sergio, he put it perfectly in the comments. Like, what is this line trying to be? The longer it goes on, the more like watered down or convoluted. Is it, you know, is it updated? Is it retro? Is it just a little bit? Is it throwbacks to 12-inch stuff? Is it a kitchen sink line? Like, I don't. Whatever.
Chad, here's what they do. Here's how it works at the design like area of Boys Action at Hasbro. So what they do is they take a big piece of paper and they pin it to the wall and they draw a bullseye on it. And in the center, it says good idea. And then as you get further out, it says bad idea. And everyone writes on an index card an idea, like, let's do this. And then they blindfold each other and they spin around in a circle. And then they say, walk towards a piece of paper and pin your card to the circle. And let's see whose idea gets closest to the center. And that's how they pick the ideas.
It's time for another good idea, bad idea.
Yeah.
You get the reference? No? Animaniacs. World Made of Cardboard says, I doubt they make a police officer not politically correct anymore. I think they will make a police officer. Don't you think?
Will he have a blaster?
He will have
and will it be bent?
It'll be a taser. Yeah. Now we get a better look at the snake armor. It's looking big.
Mm-hmm.
Big and thick. Thoughts? G.I. Joe fans? On the show with me right now?
I think it's a decent update to the snake armor. I'll say that.
Mech Suit Bobby.
I mean, I was talking about it to someone at the show today. If you, by making it a torso cockpit and having the figure sit in it, it was an easy way out. It didn't, it's not rocket science. It solves a problem, or it solves an issue and how to do something. It's cool, man. Listen, the snake armor was very basic back in the day. The arms, the legs fit in the legs. The arms didn't fit in the arms. That's fine. So it's like, yeah, I mean, if you want to have it fit in the cockpit, cool. It's cool. It's big. It's impressive. I don't know if we know the price point on it yet, but listen, if you love it, that's cool. I'm in the middle. I mean, again, if you're gonna do a mech suit, this is why I've been putting so much time into doing a mech suit. Is you can't just we'll just throw it at the wall and this is what we get. Like, let's just do arms and legs and he could fit in the cockpit. Fine. I don't want to do that. I don't want to I'm not saying that my guys won't sit in the cockpit. Maybe they will. I'm trying to figure out the best possible option. I just think it looks a bit rushed, but it's great. It is great. It's a great modern option for the snake armor. It absolutely is.
You'd rather have go ahead.
Nope.
I was just going to ask Bobby if you would prefer like a power loader style mech suit.
The power loader, I mean, the legs didn't move.
No, but you put the legs in the legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would prefer an Exo Squad style mech suit.
Okay.
Because to me, it's like a guy sitting in a cockpit. Like, I know this is going to be nitpicking. I will 100% say it's nitpicking. If a guy is sitting in a mech suit, like, why have arms and legs? Like, why? To me, it's like you think of even what's the movie with the kite? Oh, Pacific Rim. Even those guys, even though they were in the head, move their arms and legs to move the arms and legs of the mech suit. Exo Squad, all integrated. Iron Man to the Iron Man Hulk Buster armor, arms and legs in the arms and legs. It feels like it's an extension of the character. When you have a person just sitting in just a cockpit, it doesn't feel like an extension of the character. It just feels like a vehicle, which is fine. Totally okay. It's absolutely okay. Guys, I'm not saying this is a piece of shit. I'm saying it's okay. It is okay.
Why are you hating, bro?
Well,
obviously, I'm a mean
guy. One of the things to bear in mind about this version of a snake armor is you can see how the business model is radically different, right? So the original snake armor was sort of a battlefield accessory. It was a low price point thing. You could get it. You could use it as a standalone robot, or you could, put a Cobra Trooper inside of it. Yeah, they just kind of clamshelled in it, but it was meant to expand the line, expand your play. Whereas this thing is just like, make it huge, make it expensive. It's not meant to like expand your play or anything like that. I get it. It's a redesign. And I like when things are redesigned, all the different versions of the Hiss, but this is not, adding playtime or creativity. It's just bigger, more expensive. Get it, put it
Papa
in their
John's.
hands because they'll buy it. Yeah, Papa John's.
Yeah. So they didn't put the price point on it. I see a lot of comments in the chat. What do you think this is coming in at? I'm saying at least vamp price, $100.
Well, it doesn't come with a figure, right?
No.
Oh, it doesn't. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm going to say 75. If it's lower, great. If it's higher, I'm not surprised. But 75, I'd say is.
I mean, it's pretty damn big. You got that's
big.
Snake Eyes. He's 6 inches. This is like 12 inches, 11, 12.
Yeah,
that's what she said.
That's what she said.
I mean, it could be this. Actually, you know what? Thinking about because the vamp's $100 with a figure. This has more moving parts, more deco. I don't know. Maybe it is $100.
Fully articulated, different hands, arms, blast effects.
Yep. But whatever the price is, it doesn't matter what the price is. This will do well because people will eat it up.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be hot. Yeah. In fact, if you want it, I say you got to pre-order it.
Yep.
Because those that didn't pre-order the vamp had a hard time getting it. All right. Moving on. The glider was shown. what's it? Cobra glider? Is that what it's
Covert
called?
light aerial weapon. Yeah.
All right, there it is.
What do I know?
I don't. You tell me. I don't know nothing.
I don't know. Some buddy said I don't know much.
Somebody. Okay. So stupid. Aerial glider, guys. There it is. No thoughts.
That aerial Viper looks good. I will say that figure looks good.
You like the female flyer
Just
pilot?
you know
Looks cool.
the mask, the helmet. They did a good job with that. It looks good.
You gonna get one?
No.
Okay. Maybe you can modify it for 3 3/4.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
I got enough.
3D printed parts, Chad.
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Big polar bear and snake eyes. You saw this for the first time. Everyone's saying polar bear undersized.
Polar bears are enormous.
They are.
Well, and Sunbow wasn't really known for
Yeah.
proportions. So yeah, the polar bear in that episode was gigantic. Which also had snake armor, by the way.
It's a juvenile polar bear. Another snake eyes. This thing is clocking in at $65, which was enough to make me think I'm gonna wait on it. 65 is a little bit too much. Bobby, you can't. We were DMing. You were like, "No, it makes sense. 65 makes sense." I said, "Who hacked your account?"
They got mad at me, guys. They got mad at me. I was sticking up for the price, and they got mad at me.
In our chat,
yeah. Because I said you have to look at it like this. Snake Eyes is a $25 figure. The polar bear is a $30 figure. Okay, it's like that, and then okay, so that's $60. Well, then the upcharge is because it's a deluxe item. So it's like, to me, 65 was on. It was on. I'm not saying I would have charged 65. I'm just saying that I can rationally look at that and say, I understand the 65. Now, what I find batshit crazy is, again, guys, I've been in these meetings. I fought for an Infinity Gauntlet and Professor X. They are in a soft ass time where shit designers get to go into meetings and not be told no. Like, I can't imagine going in there, but let's do a polar bear, be rad, cool, all right. Here's our 75th Snake Eyes, and let's have him come with a polar bear. It's like, okay, so you're gonna tool up a polar bear. Guys, the name of the game, when you tool something, I know a lot of people don't understand product development and want to say, reuse, repaint, yeah, go make your fucking toy line.
I'm the behind the scenes guy.
I was just going to say, there's Jordan.
So when you're tooling something, you want to make sure you can get a 1 or 2, maybe 3 uses out of it. When you do something like a polar bear, listen, I could be blind to it, and maybe they have an idea for how to reuse this polar bear body. I don't see it. But as of right now, we got a polar bear, and they wasted tooling dollars on a polar bear. Kind of like when I saw Naugahyde, and I'm like, dude, the amount of money they wasted. I get it. The original came with the warthog, and it's kind of a staple to figure. But again, I would have made that figure not deluxe, made him a $25 figure, not had him come with the warthog.
Oh,
bet you he would have sold better, because I'll tell you right now, I see him at clearance on my Target, and my Targets are in the Northeast, and we don't get shit up here. So when you see something on clearance, you know it does bad. So to me, why? And I know I love the warthog. I think the polar bear is great. That's cool, man. That's cool.
I feel attacked.
I'm explaining it from a product development, tooling efficiency point of view, which 99.9% of you don't understand.
Let me ask you a question. Speaking of
Let
product
me ask
development,
you a question.
let me ask you something. Speaking of product development perspective, would it have made more sense, instead of doing the hipster, Mickey Mouse, Cobra Commander, Prophet Director, Destro, hey, fellow collectors, I collector too. Would it have made more sense to do the mass device, the actual physical machine
Nope.
The big phallic.
rather than Cold Slither? If they're
You know
doing
what
all
would be-
this
yeah.
master device shit,
I was just gonna say that, Chad. You know, it would have been a great fucking Comic-Con item, the mass device. Yep.
because they're doing all this mass device
They are.
stuff, but where is the physical? Where is mass itself?
Well, and that's the thing. So I was like, oh, maybe the next HasLab or maybe this or that, because the mass device, for those of you that know, it was huge.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely huge.
why are mass?
Yeah. Now the cool thing is, I saw someone back in the day. They took the 25th anniversary mass device and they customized it to be the BET. So technically, you can kind of like do it. So maybe you do one that gets you a double use. But it's like, yeah, dude, the mass device. It was the first G.I. Joe miniseries. Like, it was way more impactful than Cold Slither.
Oh yeah.
So to me, the fact that 25th anniversary, one of the first things they did was mass device stuff, not Cold Slither.
Yep.
So it's like you're doing Cold Slither, but for a mass device. So it's like they have a plan. I'm just waiting to see when that's going to get rolled out. Now, guys, listen, the writing is on the wall. Chris Cox said it himself. They're cutting back on toys. If you noticed, they said everything in 2025 was going to get delayed. They're going to start cutting items in 2026. Are they going to get to the mass device? I hope so. I love it. But will they? Who knows?
Well, that's funny you should say that Chris Cox said that they're going to cut back on production, because didn't he just say in an interview that if you want a new USS Flag that you should reach out to the Joe team and let them know? Didn't he say that? He said that.
I laughed my ass off because
it's 100% full of shit.
Here's the thing. All the Joe fans, I could see them. They're all going to be like, Bobby doesn't know what he's talking about. Chris Cox said we should write in. We're going to write in. We're going to get a flag. We're definitely getting a flag because Chris Cox said it. We want it, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, the 100 of you that are going to write in and say it. Here's the thing. Now, what I find hilarious about the whole thing is Chris Cox made it seem like he takes direction from Lenny.
Like he's not the CEO.
He made it seem like, I want the Hasbro design team to do it. And the Hasbro design team, if you write in, they'll do it. That's not the way that company works, guys. That is 100% not the way that company works. Upper management is the one that makes the decisions on this kind of stuff. Now, you know what, guys? Do me a favor.
The fuck is Jordan doing?
He's over there.
I'm the behind the scenes guy.
Dude.
Listen, do you have one of these shirts? Do you have one of these shirts? Nope. You're not a true fan. So fuck off.
What does the shirt have to do with you combat role?
Hey, we don't curse on this show. There's children watching.
From the beginning.
Okay.
You have one
So
of these shirts?
I was making a point here.
Sorry, Mary.
Here's what I want. I
was minding my business.
Listen, everyone that thinks that you're going to get a flag, here's what I want you to do. Right now, at this point, take a deep breath, go, and then I want you to hold it. And then I want you to hold that breath until the flag comes out. Knowing is half the battle.
Yeah. Is this showing? Is the polar bear showing on the YouTube end? Probably not. Maybe I got to do this.
Wait, I can see the polar bear.
I know you can on StreamYard, but StreamYard is stupid. They changed something. Polar bear. So they showed the
outhouse.
The outhouse. You know, all put together like this, it looks. I'm kind of changing my mind about this. But do I want to buy that?
Shut up, Ryan. We're supposed to be haters. We're supposed to be haters.
This thing sucks.
Now, are those sandbags that they're going to offer? Do they come with the?
It comes with the
Porta-John?
Yeah, it comes with the Porta-John.
Okay.
The Porta-Joe.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice nice world building there, Chad, at 112 scale.
Is it though? It's like a phone booth at best.
I mean, but you get multiples at,
Lord.
50. How much are these? I don't even know. $50 a pop. It comes with a figure. I know that. Oh.
Uh-huh.
I bet Woody 222 got like 40 of them. He's in the chat.
What's Gridiron gonna make for that?
Ugh.
They're gonna turn it into like a duplex or an apartment complex or something.
Honey
What,
bucket
what is
decals.
what does Talker live in?
Onyx.
A farm dominium or something, or what does he call it?
Barn dominium.
Barn
Barn
dominium.
dominium. Barn dominium. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
those are
Yeah.
nice. Those are nice.
Yeah. Okay. So Night Force, Quick Kick, and Beachhead.
Beachhead. Yep.
Yep.
I saw even the diehard classified fans hating on this.
What is that on Quick Kick's face?
A mask. You know, it's a demon mask.
It's a reuse of the Blue Ninja mask, huh? That's what that is.
It might be.
I mean, whatever. That's, reuse is a thing. That's fine.
So
Yeah.
hold on. Look at the size of that body. Is that the original Quick Kick body? Because I remember the original Quick Kick body was more slim.
Yeah.
Those arms look like the gung ho arms.
I didn't get the Quick Kick.
Kind of looks like
So I don't know.
Kind of looks like Roadblock.
Ryan, can you zoom in, please?
Well, it can't be that old because it's pinless.
Oh yeah. Maybe it is the Quick Kick body. He just seemed really thick to me. And I remember the Quick Kick being like the perfect size body. But I could be wrong.
Yeah. I don't know.
I do like his red ascot.
That is an ascot.
That
Good call.
really sticks out, when you're fighting in the night,
I mean,
Just like Fred from Scooby-Doo.
even though that's a Falcon thing, but whatever.
Yeah. I like that he has boots this time. I know that the first one is like accurate, but not a fan of barefoot dudes.
Is that Grunt's kit?
No, well, yeah. Grunt had the one with the comm thing or the map thing that folded down.
Yeah.
The handles of those nunchucks are gonna stink if he keeps tucking them under his arms like that.
Richard Vasquez says it's not the Quick Kick body, so it's they changed it up.
So I guess my assumption was correct.
Yeah, they switched it up.
Okay.
There's that. They showed what's this?
Love it.
Crystal Ball.
Love it.
Crystal
Listen,
Ball.
Count Vincent Price.
Listen, Doppelganger Bobby's going to take over because he's going to say something like positive here. I love that Crystal Ball figure. I am so amped about this Crystal Ball figure. Like, you have no idea. I love the weird figures like this. I was all about 80s Crystal Ball. I am so on this figure right now.
Well, there you go. He's coming soon. I like the demon head he comes with. This thing went up on Target. Breaker went up on Target and sold out. So, but yeah, I mean,
which I find funny because here's I'm gonna burst some bubbles for Hasbro fans right now.
Huh, get it?
Because so when all of them were like, yeah, Maximum, see, it's sold out. We all love it. Hey, dipshits. They don't put all the quantities up, you fucking morons.
No.
Like, they only put a certain amount because if you saw this past week, Amazon and whoever the fuck and their mother had it up on their site. So of course they're not putting it all up. They put a small percentage up to make it seem like it sells out so that you guys all go in your little circle jerk and say, look, everything is successful. We want it.
Yeah. Maximum Spider-Man is back in stock, multiple different retailers. It's all marketing.
Yeah.
See?
Darklon. I think that's our first look at the physical copy of Darklon. Crystal Ball again. This like Cthulhu head, like Mike Joseph said, is pretty cool.
Love it. Love it.
Just not some. I don't know.
You're wrong.
The figure
Ryan.
itself, I don't
You're wrong. You're wrong. This is great.
Then I'll be wrong. Yeah. This guy. Listen, you're going to be wrong when they show Night Creeper Leader and Bushido from Ninja Force, and I love it. And then you're going to be wrong. Okay.
Well, I know when our friendship's ending.
Chad, I know you got something to say about this.
Yeah. Okay. So zoom in on that, please. Please zoom in on that.
Go ahead.
All right. How do you not notice that magazine is backwards?
Chad, They paid an intern
if it's
like
molded a
$12
certain
an
way,
hour.
should it be able to even insert backwards into the weapon?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
See,
Now,
this started me down that rabbit hole of like I was getting worked up because this is the first thing I saw, and I'm like, nobody saw that the friggin' magazine's backwards. And then it turned into everybody's got 6 fingers on the packaging, and I felt like I was on crazy pills because, whatever. But oh my god,
Chad,
it's atrocious.
Here's the thing, Chad.
Please
You and I, we know what magazines look like. We know that they're called magazines. We know how they go in. Like, so the guy who does their Paint Masters now, I thought was a friend. And then he fucked up my Scorpion figure after I got let go. And now, he's tight with Lenny, which tells me everything I need to know about him. But he's the one, normally when they do these presentations at Toy Fair and Comic-Con, he goes there and he sets these up. I don't know if it was him setting this up or not.
Yeah, it's probably some sort of intern or something, right?
These posings are shit too.
Listen, whoever did it, like, was wrong. But it's also like, listen, man, like, it's not rocket science here. Like, his knife's not pushed into his sheath. Like, come on, guys, this is your grand scale. If you're like, this is our stage to showcase this stuff, how about maybe say, hey, does this look right? Hey, what do you think? Maybe like, hey, I'm all set up. Can we get another set of eyes on this? But I mean, again, I'm not surprised at all. But you know what? I love that they keep doing it because it just shows what a fucking joke they are.
It's like every figure has this same stupid generic pose.
I think they each get worse. But real quick, 625 people watching.
Oh,
thank you, everyone. Please hit the like button.
You're welcome. I know, because I'm here.
Bobby's saying mean things. Let's go and see what he says so we can go on our Facebook. We're gonna go on our Facebook groups and talk about how Bobby was saying mean things and how awful he is, and we should shut his company down. Yeah,
I hope that friggin' Island Viper's watching this.
Listen,
I hope
I'm canceling my pre-orders with
It's been
Thaliper.
6 years. 6 years. I ain't going nowhere. Keep trying, guys. Keep trying. You're doing great at failing.
Baby.
Yeah.
This guy's an android. They made a big deal about him being an android now.
Oh, he's not a real dude.
No,
So
he's like a
he's like a Data.
yeah, it's like Data.
Oh.
Hey, look, guys, we can do something new.
What? Like, listen, nobody asked for his mask to come off. Just leave the mask on. He was so cool with his mask on in the 90s. Like, just leave it. Like, why do you have to like, oh, let's look what we're doing. We're doing something different here. Okay, cool, man. That's cool. I love that. All right, keeps going back to it.
No, these are out of order.
Again,
I love that knife right here. I love it.
Yep.
Well,
the Joe Bros are going to be like,
right next to his face.
Why are you guys making such a big deal? It's just a pose. Like, yeah, who cares? So the mag's backwards. Big deal. Why are you making such a big deal about it? Because it bothers you.
Pedro Pascal.
But it's not just a backwards magazine. It's not just backwards blast effects for the Stinger and on and on and on. It's this whole systemic, like, okay, we don't care. We don't care. We don't care. When will you care? Like,
right? Yeah.
That's my rhetorical question. At what point does like this cascade of like failures and half-asses, when will it matter? When they shit can the line? Is it because it seems like that's the only bottom line that a lot of the bros have. As long as they get the fucking dolly, they don't care about anything else. They'll replace the weapons with your stuff. I mean, hey, it gets you sales, or with Gridiron or whatever. They don't care about that. They don't care about the shitty packaging. Well, I'll just throw the packaging away. It's like, well, weren't you just bitching about windowless packaging a year ago? But now you don't care about packaging, right? You bunch of fucking hypocrites. Fuck.
Flavor of the week, Chad. It's whatever fits their narrative.
Yeah, it's like we'll just move the goalpost entirely until the line's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll never
listen,
cancel the line. How long have you been a G.I. Joe fan?
The amount they've moved these goalposts, shit, man. That football field's like 600 yards long.
That face sucks.
I just like how his mustache has a break in the middle. I don't know. It just
Everything is everything, man.
Man,
like
you guys are so nitpicky. Jeez.
I almost had an aneurysm for a second.
I had this figure as a kid, but I had none of his accessories. This one,
I friggin' love Blowtorch.
Blowtorch, yeah.
Love him. Always have.
What do you think of this one?
I love the color update on him. I think
he looks good. Yeah.
The original was just yellow and red, and with some, I think maybe some. I don't even know if he had silver accents. I think it was just yellow and red. I absolutely love the addition of the black and silver. I think it took this figure and just made him like way over the edge. Like, I love it. I absolutely love it.
It is good updating to Blowtorch. They didn't just make him look like he's supposed to have like Legos attached to the front of him. They did a really good job.
Yeah. He
minus that, Nikki. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Nikki hit the nail on the head.
All of them, even on the snake armor, it's like, what's up, droopy dick?
And it's only just a little. Just make that plastic a little bit firmer. What's it, Bobby? The durometer?
That's called durometer, right?
They can't. They can't remember because of, we sell these toys to kids. And they have to be soft plastic. Again, goalpost, right?
Yeah. Goalpost. All right. I don't know what this is supposed to be.
It's one of those highlight things.
Come on, Ryan. Jeez.
Okay, I said I don't know. That doesn't look like highlight.
Well, we just educated you, okay?
It looks like the alien ripping out of someone's stomach right here. That's what that looks like.
It's a grenade. He's flinging it out of his little highlight arm.
Smoke. That's supposed to be smoke?
Yes.
Which
it just looks like shit.
Chad, you know when frag grenades go, it's not like they smoke first and then they blow up.
No, they don't. No.
No, they don't smoke.
They don't do that. No.
I'm thinking about the children, Mike.
Hey,
we've seen that.
I'm on a show over here.
Is that who I think it is?
I'm the behind the scenes guy.
He is in bed. Is he on his fold in half phone?
Yeah, his laptop phone. Yeah.
Watching Jersey Shore.
Don't side eye me. Don't side eye me. No, now you're on the show. Nope, now you're on the show.
No one has this shirt. I'm a true fan from the beginning. Before I even met bitch ass Bobby, I'm a true fan.
You're a true fan, Jordan. Yeah.
But is he a true fan?
Good job, little buddy.
Okay.
Be quiet. You guys gotta bring me into it. I literally tried to be quiet and be nice.
You're the one listening to movies over there. I'm trying to do a show.
1 second.
You're interrupting our fans.
Yeah.
Listen, we have 626 people patiently watching for me to say mean things. Okay. You're interrupting.
Say your mean things.
Okay. I've been saying my mean things. I apologize.
Yeah, I'm used to it from this guy.
Hey, where'd that come from?
Where'd what come from? My cup? I took this from the bar. Yeah, because I was going to bring it back. I'm going to bring this back to the bar when we go back down there. Hey, you spilled some milk on your new shirt.
It's not. You're 6 years old. Milk. Never had a
I'm not even. Jesus. Him and milk. I'm not even going to bring up the Marvel Legends stuff because it's just the Doom helmet and the Archangel. I don't think it's worth our time. But this was shown, and I mean this has been talked to death. But I got to bring this up. The Spider-Man, the Maximum Spider-Man. My God. Now it looks mostly good. Like, I'm not crapping on the figure itself, but these swappable hands.
What?
They're like baseball mitts, dude.
Holy crap.
Damn.
That's wild. Yeah.
Wow, those are big mitts.
Yeah. When you
that's to hold all those big Hasbro balls.
when you have the accessories laid out like this, it's like It doesn't really come with much, but it's $50.
Ryan, stop hating. Stop hating.
No, I'm going to keep. I'm hating.
You're going to make Shartimus mad.
This. Okay, what's he going to do? Call me racist again?
You don't know what I'm talking about. No,
this just reaffirmed my that I made the right choice not to pre-order it because double the price for some useless webs and a couple extra hands it's just crazy.
Again, with the slippery slope, that's like making HasLab Dream Projects comes with separate tiers. Now it'll never go away. Now your maximum super expensive figures will never go away.
God, that is glaring now. I can't unsee it. Yeah, there it is. Maximum Spider-Man. Like D Amazing was there. He got to pose it around. It looks like a Marvel Legend. It looks like a really good Spider-Man Marvel Legend, but it's still a Marvel Legend, and $50 is insane. And I wish, if you want it, buy it. But I wish people would have made a different choice. But
you know what I heard the other day?
But
I heard that Boog invented plastic. No, but this is. I heard he invented maximum plastic. Like this is different, right?
That's good plastic.
Did the plastic expert consult on the maximum plastic?
He had up to like 3 other plastic experts that weighed in to explain the plastic for him.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
These, by the way, thank you to the Toy Arc for getting all those pictures I just showed. Shout out Toy Arc. Thank you, Ace from Ramen Toy, for these pictures of the Loyal Subjects booth, where they showed off their new line of mask figures.
New line.
Well, I mean, yeah, they are the vintage toys, right? Just slightly updated.
No. They're not. So like some things are better and some things are worse. So the figures have rivets, they have more articulation. They actually have faces now, rather than this, nothingness going on.
Right.
So they actually have eyes and expressions. But,
blast effects.
Once we get to Rhino, you're going to see, well, you can also see it on Thunderhawk. There's nothing vac metalized.
No vac metal. Vac metal's gone.
No, nothing. I don't even know if those tires are like real rubber.
Are you sure? Are you
That's
sure?
not vac metal. No.
Yeah.
Ryan's in there.
That's painted.
These are pictures from Ace. He was there. He had the cojones to walk into the Loyal Subjects booth. I love Ace so much.
Yeah.
Ace walked in and said, "Hey, you're doing masks too? Cool."
He's like, "Hey, mine's better."
No, he did a stream this morning and he told the story. He offered to work with them. He said, "I can, consult or whatever."
That's kind of like Ace walking in and asking them like, "Hey, you want to work together?" is like someone cheating on someone and having the other girl come in and be like, "Hey, do you want me to move in and help out with some things around the house too?" Like that's what that is.
I mean,
so Suka just said in the chat that they're going to have a Rhino with Scott and T-Bob, and that Rhino is vac metalized, but it's only the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive.
Okay.
For 170.
170?
Yeah.
Well, because that's T-Bob. Yeah, this one's 100. Yeah.
Whoa. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Okay.
Do we know for sure that this Rhino is $100? Because I want to know before I go off on the handle.
100%. Yep.
Yes.
Condor's what? Condor's 30.
Condor's 30.
Thunderhawk is 50.
Yeah.
Switchblade is 75. Right.
Yes.
It's kind of tiered.
70. Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. 30, 50, 70, 100.
I wasn't surprised by these prices at all, but let's hear it, Bobby.
Oh, Brad Turner fell.
So I was having this conversation with Tony, and I've had this conversation with multiple people because they're like, "Oh, what do you think of the mask stuff? Really cool, huh?" And I said, "Okay, now if someone gave me a license, the last thing I would ever fucking do is rehash the same shit that everybody already has. Like create something new. Does nobody know how to create anything new ever, like ever. Like the last thing, okay, I don't know. I need to check the eBay prices. I would love to see what is Tracker's car called?
Thunderhawk.
Thunderhawk. What a Thunderhawk costs on eBay right now. And you said it's $50?
Yeah.
$50 for a 2-inch scale vehicle? Like,
Yeah.
guys, I know you don't like me. I know I say wild shit. Listen, man, if you are wasting your money on a $50 2-inch vehicle that you could probably spend maybe a little more to get the original with vac metal, like, dude, here's what I would have done. Loyal subjects, get your pad out, get your crayon out, because I'm going to tell you how you do it. Because your best action stuff just is not best. So you could have done Warden. Don't get me started on fucking John Warden. Get your tin cup out and beg for more fucking money, John Warden. Go fuck yourself. So please go spread that word to him. Tell him he's begging for money when he's getting a severance and blaming on insurance when his girlfriend or fiance, whatever, isn't even on his insurance, because you can't put someone on your insurance that you're not married to.
We are not holding back tonight. Oh,
I'm just listen. You know what? I don't like. Listen, I do not like when people beg for money, like people that beg for money to go to conventions and let me beg for money because I got laid off. You're getting a severance. You were there for 20-something years. You're getting a pretty good severance, and you're waving your tin cup. Give me more. Give me more. And everyone's like, oh, help John out. Help John out. Get fucked. So anyway, what they should have done was created new vehicles, new characters or whatever, expanded it. Then on
wave
the
two.
side,
Wave two.
Sure. Okay. Hey, we got to let you know. Hey, we want to get you on board. Cool. Everyone's got the original stuff. I love that the figures are updated. I absolutely do. I think the figures are amazing. Back in the day, they offered figure packs.
Yep.
What you should have done was made updated figures and put these updated figures in packs, 2 packs. This way, I don't have to spend $50 on a whatever what that car was called. I don't have to spend $50. I don't have to spend $50 on the Thunderhawk. I could spend $20 or $15 on a 2-pack of figures so I can update my Matt Tracker figure when my car from 1980 whatever is great and I don't need this updated version. And you'll get me on board and I'll buy the new vehicles that you're doing.
And then you could get Jungle Assault Matt Tracker.
I just don't understand. You gave me vehicles we all have. Well, I shouldn't say all have. It's the people that really love Mask. Like why? Why would, to me, as a person that runs a toy company, the last thing I would do is spend money retooling something that's already out there.
Here's a couple of things. One, if you're so jazzed for Mask, if you're such a Mask fan, why do you not already own Mask? Not trying to be like an asshole about that, but like, I got a shit ton of Mask. I made 1/18 scale Mask stuff. Ryan, go to the picture of
preach, Chad, preach.
Yeah, please go to the picture of Miles Mayhem. The guy with the switchblade, the evil Saddam Hussein looking dude.
This one?
There was another picture of the figure itself.
Oh, okay.
If you can find it.
I can find it.
Because I kind of have a point. But like if you're there it is, leave it on that for a sec. If you're a fan of Mask, if you love Mask, if you still watch the cartoon, if you're like Mask, you know, like singing to yourself in the shower, why haven't you tried to buy Mask? Like Bobby was saying, like people in the chat, you can get a Thunderhawk from anywhere from $30 to $115 with both bombs. You know, the tires aren't dry rotted. Like if you were so jazzed about Mask, you'd have been collecting it already. All right, so there's that Miles Mayhem. There's the updated one. Here's the original Miles Mayhem. Can you make me big for a second?
I'll make you big, buddy.
Okay, so like Bobby was saying, maybe
no amount of hands is going to help make you big.
That's what she said. But we're so stuck on nostalgia, right? So here's the original Miles Mayhem. Yeah, right. Okay, sure. I don't have eyes or anything. I kind of look like Stalin, and but there's the original Miles Mayhem. Everyone's seen the updated 2.5-inch one, right? With the shoulder articulation and everything. But what if, kids, what if they did it in the fucking Lord scale and made it like hyper detailed, like super articulated? Look at that Miles Mayhem and tell me you wouldn't go ham for that.
I'm telling you, Chad, listen, that's great. That's great. But what if they did it in a true world building scale, 112?
No.
And
Because
just
they wouldn't
called it
do vehicles.
They just called it mask classifieds, and they just worked in a vehicle every now and then into classifieds. In 112.
that was the fear that everyone had that they would do.
They don't have to do a whole mask line on its own. They could just throw in, hey, this time we're not doing a Vamp. We're doing the Thunderhawk with Matt Tracker. Boom. $100. It'd probably be $200, but they own it. One's in the chat if you want 112 mask worked into the classified line. Two's in the chat if Chad's a butt face. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing here. Listen. Is this showing on the screen?
Yeah.
All right. Good. Yeah, that guy, these guys.
Brad Turner Condor.
I don't know what we're doing anymore. They painted eyes on them, and they got knees. The original didn't have knees, right?
Yeah, they have knees.
Oh, they got knees. Oh, that's right. They got knees. They sit down.
You gotta have knees.
I got ones and twos. Wow.
I threw a couple of twos in there.
Okay.
It's fine.
I got a 3. Thank you, Michael Davis.
I'm sorry, but for anyone who wants a 112 scale mask, you're on drugs. Because they would fuck it up. And they would.
Well, sure.
Oh, they absolutely would.
Yeah. I'm not saying you're wrong. Okay. How do you feel about the effects pieces? We get, effects. You falling asleep, Bobby?
I just don't know what to say anymore.
All right.
I'm
mask.
You know what? There's times where I sit here and think maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm the problem.
Maybe.
But I'm just like guys, I literally just said make figure packs, updated figures, and give me new vehicles. And I'm probably a bad guy for saying that. I also said John Warden gets his fucking tin cup out and begs for money.
Oh my God.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Woody, hold on. Woody says, did you ever design toys on weed? I love it. Okay. Bobby, we're an hour and 10. We got to get to the chat now. It's a good, right? Unless you want to talk about NECA.
No, that's fine.
Haya had some cool stuff. Diamond Select. V. Conley, thanks for the member chat. Good evening, fellow Dolly fans. Eating dinner with Samantha while watching the show. Here's to 3 rad guys. Thank you so much. Look what I picked up today, V. Conley, when you watch us on the replay. I got a new bottle of Uncle Nearest.
So can we talk about Diamond Select for a second? Just because I want to give some inside baseball here.
Yeah.
So I find funny that Diamond Select was even there talking about anything. So because I am a distributor, not a distributor, I don't even want to call it a vendor or whatever. Diamond buys product from me at wholesale and distributes it, which I don't know why. I don't know why anyone carries Action Force anyway. It's a dead brand. But joke, motherfuckers. So Diamond, I just recently got a letter because it goes to all the debtors, the people that Diamond owes money to, or partners, things like that, about the bankruptcy. So it turns out that when you file Chapter 11, it's supposed to be a restructuring, and they're supposed to get clear some debt, get finances, and to help the company build back up again. But I got a really interesting piece of mail the other day about how some auction is about to happen in March. And it said, Exhibit A for, the assets that are going to be auctioned off. And it's not like assets. It's parts of the company, like Diamond, the comic book wholesaler, Diamond Select Toys, CGC. Like they are literally auctioning off these companies.
Yep.
So there's no like coming back from that. So I'm just like, wait a second. Diamond Select Toys is being auctioned off. Okay. Why are you showing new toys?
Don't they owe Hasbro like $5 million?
I heard all sorts of things. I heard that comic book stores are getting frivolous letters saying they owe a bill for like thousands of dollars when they didn't actually get the order of something. I'm not saying that's true. I don't know. I'm just saying this is what I heard. Listen, bankruptcy is a mess, an absolute mess. I think they say like 1% of people come back from bankruptcy. Yeah, I don't know about this one.
The Alleviator. Thank you for the member chat. Dragon energy across the community. How about that dragon, huh? $1,100 all in to get one for me in Washington.
Are they keeping a running stat on how many units they've sold on the site?
They're updating it once a day, and it's like a graphic that just shows approximately how many have sold.
Oh, they don't even do it like HasLab, so you know, like real time. That's fucking stupid.
Look, I mean, that right there, if I can't get everything that's in the campaign, I'm not backing it. And they charge up front. When you make the order, you're charged. And so
are you really? It's not like you're charged at the end.
Nope, you're charged the day you buy it. And so for me, if I get one, it's going to be the last day to make sure everything is unlocked. And if everything's not unlocked, I'm not getting it.
Wow.
I might not get it anyway.
That whole slippery slope conversation, like if the base offering's not worth it, is it worth it? You know.
And am I wrong? Did I also see something that said that it's only through 4horsemen.com?
Yes.
Not any other retail partners?
No other retailers. You buy it and
you can't wait for that big batch of Kickstarter money to come in from Big Bad Toy Store to help you get over the finish line.
HasLab, yep.
Nope. You buy it in the next 30 days or you don't get it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
30 days, huh? That's quick.
It's a 30-day funding. Yep.
When did they say it's coming out?
Early
or did they
2020.
say?
I think they said early 2026.
Early 26.
Or mid 26, something like that. The chat will correct me. It's definitely 2026. Everyone's like, yeah, it's going to be 2027. Just because of,
Didn't their newest wave take 2 years or 2.5 years to come out that everyone's waiting on?
Yeah.
When's that stupid Rattler supposed to show up?
When's my Ecto 1 coming?
Nobody knows.
This is
why we need toy stores.
Omar says 2028 earliest.
This is why I just drop product. I don't want to worry about that shit.
Yeah. Father Son Galaxy, thanks for becoming a YouTube channel member. Stay tuned for the after show. I am doing one tonight with the guys from Figure Fight Club, who I streamed with last night. Ooh. They gave away like $2,000 worth of toys. It was awesome. Curb Stomp, thanks for the member chat. How can you offer Cold Slither as a band with no freaking microphone? Just saying. And no drum throne.
Just wait for Gridiron. Gridiron will do it.
Yeah. That's actually a good point.
Yeah, and then your microphone will sag like this.
They'll come up with like some stage and all this stuff, and then they'll like put it behind a vamp and
and then before you know it, your Cold Slither set is going to be $375. Look how awesome it is!
Your hands are black with cold
your hands have overspray.
Hey, quiet you!
Hey, he made a good point, Ryan. You leave him alone.
I don't want to leave him alone.
Well,
we're gone up.
I'm the behind the scenes guy.
I'm the behind the scenes guy.
206 Toys, thank you for the super chat, Brandon. What's up, boys? Bobby, that was an awesome surprise drop you did on those Action Force Troopers. Can't wait to get mine.
I'm just trying to move the last bit of product before we close the place down.
My last trip.
Yeah.
This is our last live on Jordan's couch. Yeah.
This is our last convention. We're canceling all the rest of the conventions for the year because we won't be in business.
Save a couple Chrome Steel Brigades for me, okay? He said no. Thank you, Brandon. Appreciate that, man. Very nice of you. Attack Peter, thanks for the super chat. Hey, Bobby, hit me up. That's what HMU is, right? Just watch your video on our stuff. Let's get you a Mondo figure from this decade. New Faker is night and day. Lionel rules. Is it? This is a Mondo guy?
Attack Peter, you work You work at Mondo? Listen, man, shoot me a message on Facebook or Instagram. Let's talk because I want to get on your side, man. I want to get on your side. But yeah, if you're saying, listen, I don't know when that figure's from. I thought it was modern. I mean, like if you're saying like it's not a modern figure, like dude, the figure kind of just came out like within the last couple of years. But listen, reach out to me. Let's talk.
Mad Hatter swears
John
by
Garrett
Mondo.
said
He
he's a
loves the
designer.
Mondo stuff.
Well, if you saw, like I fell in absolute love with that Leonardo vinyl figure.
Yeah.
Fell in love with it. But
Cool.
that faker, man. Ooh.
Yeah, might be a little dated. Not Top Goon is here. Thank you for the super chat. What's up, y'all? Bobby loving the Crimson Infantry.
Glad I got you back from Series 5. I thought you didn't like Series 5.
Oh, fuck the flame on.
No prisoners.
Sorry,
Thank you,
Goon.
Goon.
Listen, man, you said you didn't like Series 5, but okay. Hey, I'm glad you like these figures, man. Cool.
Goon,
I
you
thought-
need
I
to
thought
you
for
need to
like 2
confront
seconds.
Bobby at DFW this year. You need to come and get in his face.
I ain't hiding.
What's that, Chad?
I thought for like 3 seconds Goon was gonna start some shit.
Oh, I hope so. It's the new beef. 49er Brian, thanks for the member chat. Good to see Chad, my homie. Look at
Thank
that
you, my
fucking
friend.
head.
Good to see you as well.
Carlos Rosado, thanks for the member chat. Calling it now, HasLab G.I. Joe fire engine with sound. I would not be opposed to that.
I would take a
one-
fire
Oh,
engine.
lame. Oh, that sucks.
I'd take a fire engine.
Why do you hate firefighters, Chad? If only California had more of them.
Oh,
No, Ryan, they have firefighters. I'm
They needed water
Yeah,
They need water. Yeah.
and a governor that's not a retard. So
Hey,
Kevzilla, thanks for the member chat. Hey, Ryan, Bobby, and Chad, great to see you again. Hasbro is just genre confused.
what's up, Kevin? Good to see you, man.
I mean,
Bobby,
it's
did you
not
send
wrong.
out that Elite Praetorian that I bought?
I ain't sending you shit.
I'm gonna hit up Mark.
I just
It's
took
for-
your money.
It's for Kevzilla. I owe him.
All right, I'm sorry. They're sitting on my desk. I'm
Mark?
sorry, but they didn't go out yet.
Send out when your doors are closed.
Yeah, well, how am I supposed to send anything out if our doors are closed and our lights are off?
That's true.
Just,
You
know.
get to close your account.
Yeah, I don't have any more UPS account or anything like that. They shut my internet off. I'm
Just
done.
sell that off.
Sold
Damn.
it off. You know, assets went out, gone. Computers, chairs. you name it.
Ay.
Sorry, Kevzilla.
Yeah.
Lyle Convoy's here. What's up, Thomas? Polar Bear is out of scale. 0 out of 10. Yeah.
0
Maybe-
stars out of 5.
They are big animals.
It's just a cub, maybe. Thank you,
It's
Lyle.
just a cub.
Encounter Culture, thanks for the super chat. Hasbro making poor decisions? No, never. I mean, they're making the Cold Slither Man. Good decision in my book. Thank you, Encounter Culture. I don't care what you say, Chad. You don't like a true world building scale like me. We're enemies. You don't even collect classified.
I have like 5 of them. Shut up.
John Papa Sergio, thanks for the super chat. They look like mini blue storage bins from Walmart. He's talking about the Cobra porta potties.
Yeah.
They do a little bit. I kind of like them all lined up. Not saying I'm getting them. Maybe if Scott Hughes finds them at Ollie's, I will.
Oh, he will.
Yeah, maybe. And another one from John Papa Sergio. Thank you. The crystal ball is what a modern day Visionaries line could look like. Oh, that's a good point.
Interesting.
With the lenticular, right? Thank you,
There-
John.
Ryan, let's get something straight here. Visionaries had holograms. Crystal Ball
That's
had
right.
lenticular.
Okay,
As did the Battle Android Trooper.
That's right.
fine. And what
Holographic
did
images,
Supernaturals have?
Holograms.
Okay. Justin Booth, thank you.
Chad, we can take over now because Ryan doesn't know what he's talking about. So you and I know.
You got 10 minutes. You got 10 minutes, Bobby. Don't do it. Oh, God. Can we? Oh, yeah.
Here's the story.
There we go. That's fine. Justin Booth. Thank you for 5 3POA podcast memberships. Thank you so much. Channel members, stay tuned for the after show with Figure Fight Club. 49er Brian, thanks for the super chat. Look, Powder is a frag viper. Powder from the movie. The lightning. Powder.
Yeah.
That's a great movie.
Powder. Yeah.
It's young Indiana Jones, isn't it? No, it's
No,
the other guy.
it's a young Boondock Saint, whatever his name is.
Yeah, but he was Indy in the TV show.
Oh, he was?
I think so.
Oh.
Moving on.
Was that a frog?
It's a fucking
Where?
goat.
Oh.
Blue Jay Entertainment. Thanks for the member chat, buddy. Gotta love Leathernecks backwards, Meg. Also, that new Steel Brigade head is perfect. Everything I wanted concerning function.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
Back
Glad
metal.
you're out of business.
Back metal, baby. Back metal. It can be done. Back metal is not a myth. I have seen it.
Don't tell that to the Primer Hawks, though.
Well, he did back metal
I know.
Silverhawks and
And then he charged you guys like $100.
70.
Not me.
Yeah.
I didn't buy that shit.
Oh, what is this? DJ Def 008. Any more Monster Force coming in the future? Bobby, are you going to do more Monster Force?
Who gives a fuck? Oh,
I was gonna get out of the way.
if you did give a fuck, give a fuck in 2.5 years when you see more.
If this is a troll, pretty good. If this is not a troll, I love it.
Either way, it's good.
If he thinks you make Monster Force. Oh, thank you, DJ Def. Robert's Infinite Realms with a member chat. Thank you. Much love to Chad being back. It's great to see you, Chad.
Thank you.
Much love to Ryan. Love Bobby going off on mask. My Crimson Shadow Troopers arrived yesterday. Love them. Tired of nostalgia.
My man.
Thank you, Robert.
Can I just please get a V-22 Osprey for G.I. Joe? I would friggin' kill for that. I would kick someone's puppy for a V-22 Osprey for G.I. Joe. But no, it's all got to be freaking Dragonflies and Sky Strike.
I'd love a Blackhawk, like a legit Blackhawk.
You know what? You know what we were playing with here at the show? Jordan had got one of these, yeah, that's it. We got one of those third-party Air Eagles, the not Skyhawk, and
yeah, you showed us.
Yeah, so we were messing with it, and it's interesting. I'm gonna do a video on it on the YouTube channel. But I ended up, there was a guy at the booth across from us. He had one, so Jordan had his, and then I bought the one that I saw today. So we decked out the Air Eagle with a bunch of Action Force label sheets from the Vanguard. Looks way better.
Nice.
Put a steel brigade in the cockpit. So yeah, it's pretty interesting that
you gonna post those pictures?
No.
Oh.
No.
You should.
No.
Was it Fans Hobby or something?
Fans Hobby. Yep.
Fans
Yep.
Hobby. Gotta.
Yep.
It's Jay Gonzo. Thanks for the member chat. I'd buy a Hiya Toys Saddam Hussein looking figure. Cheers, gents.
What's up, Gonzo?
Oh, thank you, Gonzo. Oh, man. Figure Fight Club. This is for you, buddy. Congrats on 1,000 subs. And thank you so much for 10 3POA podcast memberships. Come on, Chad. Your first time back in a long time. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Who got those memberships? Vicman DeSantiago, Jack Maddox, Emmanuel Silverera, Kid Sidekick, Shane Shooter, TLK, a not so hardcore entertainment. And the rest disappeared. Thank you, Bobby. Hi, Bobby. You good?
It would be cool if like 10 haters all got those memberships and then we could see like who was, like shadow watching. That'd be great.
That'd be great. Jeremy J, thanks for the super chat. These mask figures look nothing like the Jim Carrey movie. Oh, somebody stop
You
me.
can tell he's a dad.
That was good.
now.
That was good.
You can tell he's a dad now. He's ramping up.
Thanks, Jeremy. White Vegeta, thanks for the super chat. What is your opinion of Space Zombies from Mars Kickstarter? I'm going to try to get them on the show. I just have not been on top of things with that, but they look cool. Space zombies, astronaut zombies.
Well, see, that's a line that automatically goes to space right off the bat. So I don't know. And the scale's wrong. So
It's the correct scale. Excuse me.
wrong scale.
Arlen Pelletier. How do you say it?
I thought it was Peltier.
It's
But I
French.
could be wrong.
Right. But yeah, he sculpted stuff for you, and he sculpted stuff for a bunch of companies, Hasbro, and he's coming out with his own line. So there you go. Yeah, I think it's cool. There we go. Tyler Lalone with the super chat. Thank you. I'll spend my money on buying more Savage Crucible. I think he sent that when we were talking about the dragon. Yeah. Finally. Thank you, Tyler. Encounter Culture became a member. Welcome to channel membership.
Yeah, buddy.
Thank you. Let's see here. I know we got questions for Bobby. Guys, if you got questions for Bobby, get them in now because he's got to get going pretty soon. M. Vargo says super chat.
Yep.
Thank you, M. Vargo. Gnome saying. Gnome saying. Hey, Bobby, Gnome saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Get it? Gnome saying became a channel member. Thank you, sir. Zakanen with the super chat. Thanks. Tonight has been nothing but raccoons and rainbows. If you know, you know.
I don't know.
I don't know
that went
either.
over my head.
Chad?
Hey, he sent me a freaking a meme on Instagram, raccoon, and he was like, "Watch, I'm gonna bring it up." Yeah. Good job.
Okay.
Inside joke.
All right.
Inside joke.
J Mac. Thanks for the member chat. Goon's mom loves my infantry.
Everyone loves the infantry. Everyone wishes they were the infantry, especially military police.
Yes. Thank you, J Mac. Another one from Blue Jay Entertainment. Thank you, sir. Crimson Shadow Infantry looks familiar.
I don't know if it does. I mean, I've been working on this figure for a long time. So if it looks familiar, someone's probably copying me because I got this figure out now. So I don't know what you're getting at, but
I think it looks like the Recon Trooper with different colors.
oh, okay, that makes sense.
Thank you, J Mac and Blue Jay Entertainment and Frank Castle 1973. Thanks for the super chat. I name dropped LP at Zolocon to get the 1 in 100 Steel Brigade, and Bobby laughed. I thought LP had clout. I do not.
Should have name dropped me, man. Telling you.
You should name drop the behind the scenes guy.
Jordan will look and be like, "I don't know who the fuck you are."
I think he's sleeping.
Is he?
Watch.
So
Watch.
Do it. Do it. DDT his ass.
Shh. I said shh.
that was great.
Okay.
He's never going to forgive you.
What do you do?
What
Nothing happened.
What are you talking about?
Get out with you.
No, dude.
Michael Stewart became a channel member. Thank you, Michael Stewart. Cheers to you, buddy. Tim Taser, member for 19 months. Thank you, Tim. Bobby, 5.2 is the best yet. New Steel Brigade is awesome. It's the best vest yet. Love
Thanks, man.
the repelling harness and new drop downs and the great weapons.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude. I dig it. I dig it.
You gonna put them up on the site?
This week, baby. This week.
They are on the site. Oh, you mean the Steel Brigade?
No,
Yeah.
the Steel Brigades. Yeah.
It's going up
Yeah,
to
this week I'm doing Steel Brigades. We have a very small quantity of Praetorians and Elite Praetorians, and I'm doing Wounded Warehouse stuff. So this week's going to be fucking huge for when we shut the lights off.
Will there be a purchase limit on the Steel Brigades?
I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Because I know someone's going to ask. Nico is here. Thanks, Nico, for the member chat. Bobby, hear me out. Ninja friends.
They could fight Street Force.
So they could. So I just got in a sample of the DFW exclusive figure the other day, and it does have some neon paint on it. And I looked at it, I'm like, shit, man. Now I know what they were thinking in '94. Man, I think I'm gonna have to do a whole neon line for Action Force.
Oh,
Yes. I just needed someone with an orange mohawk. That's all I want.
Ooh. Not that dumb son of a bitch.
All right. Todd loves toys. Thanks for the member chat. 4 Horsemen takes too long. Bobby does it right.
I mean, it's not. Listen, they do what they do. Listen, they've been doing it for what is it, 20 years? You know, Legions have been out for 10 years. It's like,
yeah,
they do what they do. I'm not saying I think it's right or wrong, but it works for them. I don't do it the way they do it. Everyone kind of does things different. I feel like what I do works for me. I absorb way more risk, you know, than they're probably willing to do. You know, something like a dragon. To me, it's like, and I've said it, guys, it's like my first vehicle, I absolutely could have crowdfunded. And, you know, I wouldn't have been wrong doing so. I was confident, and it worked because it sold out. But it's like I absorbed the risk because I had confidence in my line. I'm not saying that the 4 Horsemen don't. I know they do. Like, they absolutely do. But to them, they'd rather not absorb the risk of just doing a dragon and putting it out there. I can't say I'm not in their shoes. I mean, I'd like to think that if I was running that company, I would have just put the fucking dragon out and said, yeah, here's the dragon. But, you know, sometimes, listen, it's just me. I'm running my company. If I want to run it into the ground, I'll run it into the ground and it'll be my problem. There's more people there. There's more individuals involved. There's more people at the table having a say. So I'm the only one that makes the decisions. No one's going to talk me into doing anything I don't want to do or want to do, or, you know. So, you know, if they want to do it that way, that is totally on them. That's fine. It works for them. I would just do it a little different.
You know what you should do is you should do a 32 SKU crowdfund and then bail on the Kickstarter. That's what you should do. How about that?
No prisoners.
Jesus.
That's what you should do. And then you should just kickstart everything, even though you've been around for a fucking decade.
Now, before you do that, here's what you should do.
Name names, Chad. Listen,
oh, come on, Marauder gun runners. Everybody knows.
You bitch about people not naming names on you. You bury them. You bury them.
Marauder gun runners. You know, I said it. I want those nom figures.
Speaking of them, you know what I found? How the mighty have fallen. I remember my first ever Joe Fest, even my second Joe Fest, and not my third because I had the line. They had the big booth. People were lining up for them. They were the draw. They had the new stuff. My third Joe Fest, I didn't really see anybody lined up because we had our line out the door. And then I look now and it's like, oh, this past year, they shared a booth with Skeletron. Oh, but they went from being this big square booth to they were just one side with a couple tables and some of their parts. And now I saw them at ZoloCon and it's like, yeah, they had one little section of the Skeletron booth and they had a few things out there. And it's like, whoa, doesn't look like you're the big dog in the yard no more there, pal.
Did you see Ben?
I guess that's what happened. You gotta go. Yeah, I did. What a fucking loser. I did, yeah. He walked by with his fucking clown ass face. He tried to say good morning to me, and I was like, good morning. Go fuck yourself. Go run your face into that fucking wall over there.
So that's a yes. So that's a yes.
Okay, yes. I'm not done with him yet. But yeah, I just find that funny. It's just like, well, hey, you know what? Maybe I'll be there one day. Maybe I'll be there with one table trying to like pedal my line with my tin cup out begging for money one day. Maybe charge for signatures, something like that. And people will be like, oh, remember when Bobby, he had that big line and now look at him over there in the corner trying to beg for money? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Can I have some more, please?
You gonna have some milk, Jordan?
You're gonna
He's
drink
awake
milk in
now.
bed.
I know. Curb Stomp is here.
I wasn't-
Curb Stomp, thanks for the super chat. Bobby, when are you going to do a video on Unifighters?
I mean, it's not that big of a line to do a whole video on. Like, I got to do like 20-minute videos. I could probably talk about that for 10 minutes. However, at some point, me and Matt are discussing an idea for another channel or another show segment, and Unifighters will most likely be on the list for us to talk about for that show.
Just forget Unifighters. Oh, he's talking about just a video. Oh, we were talking about Dragons. Get the Reign of Fire license,
dude. I would in a heartbeat. Like, someone told me today, someone came by the booth and was like, "Yo, when are you getting the Prince of Thieves like license?" And I'm like, dude, listen, it's not getting the license is the problem. It's getting the actor likenesses
right.
that are the problem. It's like Kevin Costner has not done a figure since Prince of Thieves. And I talked with a company
Waterworld
about licensing some stuff recently, and they were like, yeah, you don't want to work with Kevin Costner. And I'm like, cool. But yeah, I would do it. It's just the likeness rights is the problem.
All right. Let's see here. We got Matthew Mahler with the member chat. Thank you. Bobby, when do we get an Action Force boat? Look at the USMC Riverine assault craft and SUCRC wink wink.
What's that show that's coming up this summer? I think it's down in one of those big states. It's really hot there. What's that show? I think all three of us are going to be there. What's that show called?
DFW.
Oh,
DFW.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
G.I. Joe show. Yep.
I forgot what I was talking about. I went off on a tangent. Sorry. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Mahler. DJ is back with the super chat, and he says, "I was trolling, guys. Love the podcast. Thank you, DJ."
That was a great troll, by the way.
Either way, it was great.
It was a great troll.
Yeah. Still Wind 87. Thanks for the super chat. I'm with Chad, F22 and F35, or the X90 from PLC, Joe Line,
Pursuit of Cobra.
Pursuit of Cobra, Concept Vault.
Bobby, you don't know anything about Pursuit of Cobra, do you?
You didn't work on it.
I know nothing about that line.
I know nothing. Yeah.
All right.
I know nothing about my favorite era of G.I. Joe. I know nothing.
Thank you, Still Wind. Grizzly Nightmare 80. Thank you for the super chat. Anyone collect the Inhumanoids figures?
Decompose. No.
Awesome line. Awesome vintage line. I don't collect them, but man, if they made modern monsters from that show, I'd get them for sure. Was it Metlar with the
Metlar? Yeah.
Yeah, that one was the coolest. Have you dipped into Inhumanoids? You collect like every vintage line, Bobby.
I do not mess around with Inhumanoids.
Gotcha.
Do not.
Candyman 5000, thanks for the member chat. Hello, gentlemen. Just got home. What did I miss? Gonna have to watch the replay after the member stream.
A lot of yelling.
A lot. Yeah.
A lot of yelling. Yeah.
Yeah. You have to this is gonna go down
as
as
a tin cup banging. Hear my bang my tin cup.
Not Top Goon is back here for violence. Thanks for the super chat. Here's to drop the Goon hate allegations. I'll always love 3POA Action Force. Saw some QC in Wave 5, which I'm happy to see has been amended with the latest drop. Thank you,
right.
Goon. We'll see you at DFW, buddy.
The kid's swinging.
Yeah, he's bringing the knuckles to DFW. I'm telling
He
you.
has great hair.
Headcanon Unlimited. Thanks for the super chat. Finally, the Maritime Trooper for those of us that are nowhere near a desert. Will there be a gear pack in near future for this amazing troop builder?
Haven't I always done gear packs for every trooper? I mean, to be fair, all the gear will fit on this figure, and I've done plenty of gear that looks good on this figure. I'm just saying. Yeah, the security enforcement gear, if you relate to that ship, that looks great on them. I'm just saying, I always do gear packs to fit every figure. Not that you need them, but I do them.
Yeah. For those that have just gotten into the line with this wave, gear packs will be available at some point in the future.
Stop rushing me.
Hurry up.
Stop rushing me. I put out product just out of nowhere, and everybody's rushing me.
Have you ever thought about doing a vehicle?
No vehicles,
Play sets.
especially no. This isn't the Lord's scale.
If you
Ooh, baby.
you can just
I could just kickstart a vehicle if I want to do a vehicle.
You know what's
Yeah, it's probably a
funny?
good idea.
or another.
Before you read this, Ryan, before Mr. Vala, what's funny about the Lord scale? Did you happen to see Santa Claus Matt LaCroix's 118 scale? You did. I know you saw him. I'm just setting it up. What'd you think
I
of
don't
him?
know. I don't know what you're talking about.
No?
I don't know what you're talking about. I can't speak on anything that is a myth or legend.
Chad is pushing on that trigger, the Lord scale trigger.
I'm trying to
Hey,
get a bit
no,
here.
I'm
I'm trying to get a bit
my
here,
mouth
and you're
shut.
fucking my bit up. You're fucking my bit up.
Well,
Okay.
You wanted to post me when I was taking
Okay,
a little
so
nap.
now because Jordan fucked up my bit, now I gotta like come out and be honest with people. Dude, listen, I was blown away, man. It was fucking awesome.
You know what?
Do you know how many people reached out to me like, dude, is Matt LaCroix doing 118 scale Valaverse Action Force for Bobby? And I'm like, I don't know anything about anything. I've never heard anything. Don't ask me that.
They do look cool.
Really cool.
That
That
Steel
Pandora,
Brigade and Trigger, that looked really
That
cool,
trigger,
man.
That trigger got me.
the Pandora, man. You guys are sleeping on the Pandora. The Pandora was the best one.
Pandora looked good too.
Yeah.
Trigger is still
Shut
good.
up.
Trigger is still good.
Shut
I'm the behind the scenes guy.
Oh,
Hey, shut the hell up.
here
What are you're putting your shoes on? Where are you going?
He needs more milk.
Where are you going? You going to get more
Milk.
milk?
I need more milk.
I would walk 500 miles.
Keith Coleman, thanks for the member chat.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry that. Where are you going?
Bobby,
To the bar?
The chat has questions for you, Bobby.
Yeah, I guess we're going back after we're done with this fucking shit show
yeah.
over here. What was that?
Ryan sucks. I hate Ryan.
No, that's not true.
Oh God. Okay.
Hey,
Keith, let me-
Bobby.
guys, I'm gonna take a moment because I want to thank Keith. So Keith came to our booth today. Now I've met Keith multiple times at this show, and I think I've seen him in other shows. He's from Tennessee, and he made the trip to come up here. And he told me some very touching stories. Like, I'm not even fucking around. I'm not trying to be a troll here. I'm just saying, like, Keith came to the booth, and what he said to me really meant a lot. So I want to thank him publicly for being such an awesome fan of the line. And he went home with some goodies today. We took care of him. And Keith is a great guy. So I just want to say thank you to Keith for being an awesome fan of Action Force.
Shout out to Keith.
And
says,
veteran. Yes. He
Super
is.
veteran.
Yep.
He's
Super
like a
veteran.
super veteran.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say he's got the first cab
yeah.
there.
Yep.
He says, great meeting you today. You rock. He says, you rock.
You rock. I'm not crying. You're crying. Stop.
Yeah, it's nice when I mean, sometimes I get DMs from people and they're very touching. Even though everyone thinks
and
they're
I don't
assholes,
like
sometimes
saying this kind of stuff. I don't want people to know that I have any nice tendencies. I'm trying to keep up the persona that I'm a mean guy, and I want to be hated. Like I don't like to be liked. I don't like it.
I like the way you talk to your employees.
Yeah.
Just go, hey, shut up.
He's kind of the worst. He's the worst.
Thank you. Eric Alfred Abel is here. What's up, Eric? Was he at the show today? Or no, he was at ZoloCon.
No, he was at ZoloCon. Him and Allie were at ZoloCon. It was great seeing them. Right
on. What's up, Eric? He says, what's up, fellas? Can't wait for the villains wave. Bobby, who was the big spoon tonight?
No, I got my own bed. My bed's over there.
Uh-huh.
Own bed. Yeah.
Did you bring your special pillow?
That.
What? Why is it a problem? Like, why?
Bring your special sheets.
Nothing.
I bring it up. He brought it up. I don't want to hear it.
I don't know why it's even a fucking issue to bring up.
It's not an issue.
So when I stay at hotels, I bring my own pillow because I don't like.
I bring
Thank
three.
You, Chad. Thank you, Chad.
I bring
Makes
my
sense.
own pillows.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah.
I don't like hotel pillows. They're like marshmallows. I sleep on a cinder block. My pillow's really, really hard, like a cinder block.
Oh.
So I have to bring my pillow. Otherwise, I don't sleep. My pillow was probably $175. I don't give a fuck because I sleep well at night.
Stop saying my pillow until they sponsor us.
That's a good
Jim
point.
Smith says Action Force O-ring.
Look what I did, Chad. We teased everyone, and now it's never gonna go away.
Thank you,
That's
Jim.
okay. That's okay though.
Fawcettino 93, thanks for the super chat. Bobby is $5.50, a good price for the Dragon.
I knew this was gonna come up.
It's tough, man, but
Does it have a cardboard backdrop though?
it's an expensive price. Is the value there?
I've seen it in person. I think it is incredibly impressive. I mean, listen, though everything those guys do is impressive. I'm not taking anything away from the impressive nature of the Dragon.
Yeah.
Do I think it is a good price? I do not.
Well, there's good price, there's fair price.
Well, yeah,
There's-
I mean, at the end of the day, here's the thing. When you start to compound it, like the Dragon, the wings, the head with the fire, Ryan, when all was said and done with shipping, it was $1,100.
It's $1,100 for me.
When Sal did it, and he's in Rhode Island too, it was almost $1,100. I've seen Hot Toys stuff. Like Jordan was telling me the Hulkbuster, which is die cast and hundreds of parts, extra arms, this and that. That thing, you said it was a little less than 1,000, right?
It was 1,100.
It was 1,100
for the deluxe.
Okay, for the deluxe. It's like
Several years ago.
several years ago. Okay,
Die-cast.
but like die-cast Hot Toys, like to me, I at the end of the day, like you look at what we got. Granted, the sail barge was forever ago, and other things like, I saw the Ghost at ZoloCon, and I didn't realize how giant that thing was. The Sentinel, the Sentinel, the Galactus. It's like
The Sentinel with the shitty knees.
I don't. Now, granted, I also have to take in consideration. Okay, Four Horsemen, they're not a Hasbro,
Right.
but they've been around a long fucking time, and they have a.
And it's only 2,000 units.
It's only 2,000 units.
That's a very low MOQ.
Now, listen. Here's the thing. As a company, I don't want to go too heavy onto this because I like the Four Horsemen a lot, but as a company, you don't want to do 2,000 pieces. If you just do 2,000 pieces, that's not working out for you.
I'm sure it'll be more, but
I haven't done 2,000 pieces ever in the Action Force line, ever. I mean, like obviously, like the rare, like 1 of 100 and things like that, but I've never done a figure that was 2,000 pieces because that's just ridiculous. Because factories, it's like, yeah, our MOQ is 2,000 pieces. I've noticed that over the years, factories are starting to go up. MOQs are now 3,000 pieces. I don't even go near that one either. So I never have to worry about MOQ. But you don't want 2,000 pieces. Now, there's a lot, and it's, again, I don't want to go in here and I don't want to rip the Dragon apart because I like this item. I really, really like this item. What I don't like that they're putting on everyone that is driving up this cost is the fucking extra figures. Like, this campaign is about the Dragon. Make it about the Dragon. Don't tell me if I want the head, I got to pay extra to get that figure. Well, I don't want that. And again, this is me. I'm not speaking for people. If you want the figure, that's great. I also think the figures are great. However, the figures are driving up the price on an already expensive item.
Yeah,
When I look at the wings, the open wings, it's like $150. It's like, okay, what are their figures? Their figures are what, $35, $40? So you're telling me that those wings are $110? Now I think to myself, like no, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. I just look at it as from a manufacturing standpoint and from a fan standpoint. I'm just like, would I pay $110 for just wings? I don't know. Maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't. I can't say because that's not the way the campaign is. I just wish that they didn't okay, you want to have a figure come with the dragon, okay. But to push figures onto the add-ons, I think was wrong. I think the figures should have been stretch goals. I think if it got funded, stop it.
You're getting undressed. I thought it was
just stop it because I'm getting heated in here. But it's like I just wish the figures weren't pushed on me for the extra parts because I really want, like, if I don't know if I'm getting this or not, but if I get the dragon, I'm like, well, I want the fire breathing head and I want the giant wings because I want to hang it from my ceiling with the wings open, breathing fire. But now it's like, well, I got to pay for 2 other figures to get those parts. I'm not like, that doesn't sit well with me. But I think it'll fund because they have a huge fan base and I think it's an amazing item. I think it looks so impressive. I don't think the price is right. But again, I can't speak on this. When I say the price is not correct, I'm thinking that as a fan, strictly as a fan, not as a manufacturer, because I don't know what their costs are. Their costs could be spot on and they could be that.
When you look at like an Iron Studios statue with a similar production run, with those types of paint apps and details, and it's just one part usually, and you see the price on that, and then I look at the dragon, and it starts to make sense. Granted, 150 of that is just the shipping, and for me, it was like another $100 was just the sales tax because I live in a stupid state.
When I saw your screenshot, it was like $100-something in tax. I'm like,
yep,
well, that's gross.
That's where I live, man. It sucks.
You know? So you got to figure your sales tax and your shipping is almost the cost of both add-ons.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
Yep.
That's why I'm still on the fence. Like if everything unlocks, I'm likely-ish to buy it. I just don't know. I gotta get rid of some stuff. But I mean, that's like a true centerpiece, man. It's like the paint on that thing, just from the pictures alone, is unbelievable.
That's a USS flag, though. Like perspective.
I have no desire to have a flag.
I mean, that thing, that
filthy mouth.
Thing should sit. People are going to display that thing on a flag.
No. Maybe I'll put mine in a city, a 1/12 scale city.
Well, you could have a friggin' aircraft carrier, but you'd rather have a stupid dragon.
Dragons are cool. Suka with the member chat. Thank you. Those custom O-ring Action Force figures sure did look pretty. Just saying. We all agree. Yeah. World Made of Cardboard. Thank you, John, for the super chat. I don't need a figure to show where Hasbro hurt me. Poor quality, bad AI art. Don't know how to load a weapon. Again, $50 for a basic figure. All those are marks against them, dude. And I think prices are just going to really start to skyrocket. Like go ahead.
Well, what I find interesting is that the Chris Cox interview, because everyone was clouded by the flag talk, is his talk about tariffs.
Yep.
Now, I have been doing a lot of research with my team out in China about the tariffs. No answer has been given to me. I know Big Bad's worried about it. Hasbro's already. Now, none of this has come out. No, nothing has been confirmed that toys are part of the tariffs.
Right.
Nothing.
Right.
Nothing official from the government or China has come out that toys are part of the tariffs. Yet there are companies out there, small and big, who freaked the fuck out and immediately said, we got to raise prices. We got to counteract the tariffs. We got to raise prices. So don't get freaked out because we're raising prices. Whoa, hold your fucking horses there, pal.
They're waiting to fire like another 1,000 people. Yeah. Like they're just chomping at the bit. Like, let's fire everybody.
They're already looking for excuses. Just like this last quarter, they were blaming the quarter on E1. Buddy, that was a fucking year ago. When I got laid off, they were blaming it on Toys R Us. When Isaac Larian from MGA came out 2 days after the mass layoff of Hasbro that I was part of and said, Toys R Us did not affect other toy companies. Hasbro, you're bullshit. Guys, go look at it. He did the public post.
He did.
So your company that you suck those balls of lies and lies and lies. It doesn't. Go ahead, Chad. Go ahead.
Why don't they just blame Chris Cox?
Exactly.
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 You guys are just hating on Hasbro. Leave Hasbro alone.
So going back to the
Brandy alone.
it's like for me, I look at the tariffs and I'm like, okay, well, there's no need to panic. I don't have an answer yet. I'm not going to arbitrarily just say something because of something that may or may not happen. Also, if the tariffs do happen, I would like to think that I'm in a position. Now, I'm not saying this is set in stone. I'm not saying I'm going to do this, but my plan is if the tariffs go into effect, I'm not going to put that on the customer. Why the fuck would I do that? The company does very well to the point where I think a 10% tariff I can absorb. If you're a company that can't absorb that, you're doing something wrong. So, guys, like you're talking about flags. Go look at what that little face douchebag was talking about. And I say little face because he looks like that Dick Tracy. Yeah. He's got these really little features on his face and his head's really fucking big.
Fat, round.
That's what Chris Cox looks like.
Yeah.
Yep.
Beach ball head.
Now he's already putting it out there that prices are going to go up, and here is why. Before they're even established.
Yep.
And you guys are get my spoon and give me more there, pal.
But
about
at the same time, tell Lenny you want a flag.
Yep. Tell Lenny you want a flag. Don't worry about those tariffs. That flag will be $2,000.
They already told them they want a $50 Spider-Man.
Apparently.
It's like that's why, hey, I got imports. I'll buy
surprised
less
Chris
and get
Cox
better quality.
didn't say, message the full force on Facebook to tell Lenny that you want a fucking USS flag.
Oh, you mean the guy who told everyone that Snake Eyes was good, and then his fans turned on him and said, "Stop shilling, you fucking loser."
I'm talking about the guy who said that those card art, atrocities are not AI.
Who said that?
Well, because his friend Adam Riches did that terrible art. That's why.
He said that's not AI?
Yep.
That's a lie. He knows it is.
Of course he does.
Yeah, that's a lie.
Put it this way. If it isn't AI, that's even worse. Because that means the artist that did that is fucking terrible.
They had job postings last year for AI artists. Everybody remember that? I remember.
Isn't everyone an AI artist? You just type something in.
Jesus.
Look at the thumbnail for the after show. That's AI. I just put Sasquatch in a room playing with action figures, and that's what it made.
You drew that.
Yeah, it's AI. It's not a skill. Let's see here. Where did we leave off? John P. Thank you for the super chat. Bobby, what about doing a Captain Power line? You would knock it out of the park.
I talked with the owner of Captain Power.
Really?
I did. I looked into it, and we just didn't see eye to eye on the direction, or it was kind of something like he just wanted to do a certain thing, and I had this idea to do a different thing, and it just it was only a few conversations.
I think you got to be careful with old dead IPs like that, because look what's happening with Nacelle with Sectars and Barnyard Commandos. They're all on RoboForce. They're clearanced out at every Walmart.
Yep. It was in my video.
Yeah.
And we get stuff late, and when we get stuff late and it's clearanced out after a couple weeks, like that's not a good sign.
Yeah. Let's see here. We got 49er Brian with the super chat. Ryan, a little careless whisper for Bobby and Jordan tonight. Bobby and Jordan alone in the hotel.
I love that song. I absolutely love that
song. James Lucas, thanks for the member chat. Keep kicking ass, guys. Action Force rules. Chat is pretty okay. Joking, brother. Hope to make it to DFW to see you guys.
Hell yeah.
I will be there. Bobby, you going?
No, probably not. Probably not.
He's going. Bro Guy Toy Reviews. Thank you for the super chat. Hey, Bobby, can we get a canine pack? Bobby, no.
I mean, Hasbro did a bunch of dogs. I don't know if I'm gonna do dogs. I
You should
might
do
do
cats.
some other. I mean, just
Kittens. Action kittens.
What about tactical goats?
That's a good idea.
That's
How
funny.
about like suicide bomber goats?
Wow.
Let's put the vest on them and
No, they kill them and they put them on the side of the road with the IEDs
I don't know.
in their carcasses.
well,
Oh,
you
I
would
know. Trust me. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you would know.
I know.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know.
I know these things.
I'm like Chris Rock. I ain't fighting.
Mo Tussin.
Mo Tussin. If they want to fight, let them fight. Cause I ain't fighting. Bro Guy Toy Reviews. Thank you for 5 3POA podcast memberships. We are all through the member and super chats and all that. I am sorry. I only read super chats tonight. That happens sometimes. I don't want to hear it from you, Elite Legend. Okay. Don't make a video about me only reading super chats.
Hey, you know that guy's been doing. He's been doing the Lord's work too. Like
I
pointing
love
out
it.
all this stuff with the
He
AI
has been
art and the
slaughtering.
shilling and that freaking
I've been-
Spider-Man. Like he's been holding some people to the fire. Hector's a good
I've been
dude.
thoroughly enjoying his videos.
Me and
I love
Hector have
it.
been.
And he's getting the same shit that I'm getting, where like people are like talking about him and like trying to throw jabs at him, but they won't name his name. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's that
he's
bullshit.
yeah. Me and him have been chatting.
I tried to get Elite Legend to come do a live stream with me. I think I tried for like 9 months straight, and I finally gave up. But
Well, if I get him on this show, then me will bring you on.
he's a good dude. He's a good dude.
And they keep rolling in. Figure Fight Club with the super chat. Thank you, Abby. Congrats on 1,000 subs. Bobby, why haven't you shipped my order? I did tomorrow already. You're running out of business, but for real, looking forward to my shirts. That's a Teespring thing.
That's a bullshit.
Yeah, man. I don't ship out the shirts. A third party handles that shit.
I want to find a
Nobody
new.
got time for that T-shirt business.
Yeah, I ain't got time for that t-shirt business.
I want to find a new vendor because Teespring sucks, dude. I ordered a 3POA shirt from my own store in December, and it's still not here.
What?
You didn't. You told me to switch to Printify.
Yeah, Quentin switched to Printify, and I still haven't done it.
I don't
I gotta
know.
switch-
I like Teespring because when I put a new piece of merch up, you know, you can order the samples, give them away for free.
Yeah.
I ordered samples. I ordered one for Bobby, and I got a box sitting there with a mug in it, ready to send to him, and I'm waiting on the damn T-shirt. That's what I'm waiting for. I've been waiting since before Christmas.
Thanks for ruining the surprise. Okay.
I told you I was getting.
Yeah,
whatever.
no, I forgot about it. I like to be surprised.
You'll
I
forget
actually
about
met
it
a guy-
again.
I met a guy at the show today who runs a merch company in Massachusetts that I think I'm going to talk to about doing my merch because he offers things like tumblers and hats.
Oh, is that Lou's buddy?
I don't know.
Lou Caroso. Lou,
Okay.
what's your? I got his number. He was at Terrificon, right?
All right, thanks for ruining my story, but
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't
Good
know.
job interrupting.
You
So
shut
anyway,
your-
I'm looking at doing more merch. I want crazy stuff like thongs and strap-ons and things like that.
Andy, thank you,
Yeah,
ML series. Sorry.
Thong sell.
thongs
Just
sell.
saying. They sell.
So
They sell.
Tell Ryan to shut up.
Yes, I talked to Andy at Terrificon, and I was supposed to do the same thing, and I totally forgot about it because I'm an asshole.
So I had this idea because on Printify they do have thongs now, which I'm excited about. So I was thinking I had this idea. I want to do, a thong, and I want to put like bloody Pandora's face on it and have it say "Bloody Good Time," for Shark Week.
No.
Thank you, Chad, for liking that.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
We
I
just
still have
lost-
to make my shirt that says Chad Holes 2025 like a political slogan. Then it would say that's that bullshit. Yeah, I still gotta do it.
That's awesome. Oh,
We just
shit.
lost our only 2 female fans. Thanks, Bobby.
No way.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with Shark Week. Happens to the best of us.
Hey, man, if you
Maximilian.
can walk through mud, you know the rest of the saying, right?
Yep.
That's all there is to it. Shark Week, that's okay. Not a problem.
Hey, Maximilian Tucker, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Hold on, you get a Maximilian. He says, or men who stare at tactical goats.
Maximilian, I hope you're feeling better, my man. Yeah.
He is recovering. I've been seeing him on Obby's Tuesday night open mic.
Yeah, and the x-rays of his
nearly
neck.
severed head. Yeah.
Yeah.
Master Son 42 Clemens, thanks for the member chat. Whatever Jordan is getting paid, it is not enough. Poor guy is tuckered out. Yep.
There he is. You can see him.
Justin Booth, thank you for the super chat. Hasbro executives' thoughts. Yeah, watch these Hasbros. We can charge anything, and these idiots will buy them. I like catching. I don't know what that emoji is.
Catching flies with shit. Here's the thing.
Flies with
It's
shit.
not just that they'll buy it, but this is what happens when you weaponize fans of a corporation. They make excuses for the shit. It's not just that they buy it, they'll defend it to the fucking end. That's that bullshit.
Tim says put Jordan in Action Force behind the scenes guy.
No.
If you really want the line to die, sure.
He has to come with an axe. You have
Yeah,
my
Jordan-
axe.
Jordan will be, Jordan will be the first space figure.
We're going to say blast off.
Yeah, that's going to be his name. Blast off.
Lobotomax Part 2.
Pokey 87, thanks for the member chat. Got to keep bugging Bobby. Any movie updates?
What's that show in that big state
Oh,
where it's hot?
DF something
Something
or another?
something.
Something
Yeah.
in Dallas?
Oh.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Take your PTO,
The Great
man.
Texas Valicon. We don't want to start that.
No.
We like Greg. Blue Jay Entertainment, thanks for the super chat. Bobby, could you do a Steel Brigade morph suit for the shop?
What?
A Steel
Like
Brigade
morph?
morph suit.
Like
For the
Morph?
shop.
X-Men Morph?
Yeah, what is I missed that. Like, what are we talking about here?
I don't know.
Please explain.
And Lou Caroso sends a $5 super chat. Thank you, Lou. Tell Andy I said what's up. And I'm sorry. I never called him since
up, Lou?
Terrificon. Such a bad person. People are saying full-size cosplay helmets. That's what I think. Steel Brigade morph suit. Max said full-size cosplay helmets. Red Dawn. Watch Red Dawn. Oh, Hammertron is saying watch Red Dawn. Did you watch it, Bobby?
No. I know I feel terrible. Scott sent me the DVD. I just never got around to it.
It was filmed here in
It's
New
like-
Mexico.
And it's like, I love that Scott sent me the DVD, but it's like, listen, if I went 38 years or 40 years without watching Red Dawn,
It's so good.
It is so
because
good.
we live here. Oh,
I don't think I'm in a rush to watch Red Dawn if I went this long.
dude, it's so good.
Blue
so
Jay
good.
Tony says it was a joke about putting spandex in the online shop.
Oh, got it.
Listen, cosplay Steel Brigade helmet, a 1-to-1 scale. You're familiar with making helmets. I've seen your Iron Man.
Someone at the show asked me about a Steel Brigade helmet today, and
Well,
I
you
told
have
him, I
one
said,
in your office.
I do. That's what I wear in the bedroom. But I I want to wait. I want to wait. Maybe when we're doing the movie, I want to do movie Steel Brigade helmets. We'll, it's relax. I'll get there.
Just relax.
Michael from
I want
Toy Habits
the mouthpiece to like come out like Kylo Ren, right? And like the whole thing like sound effects like like
I was thinking that it would have a voice changer in it, so you can talk like Bane, and he's like, "Oh, you think darkness is your ally?
What if instead of unnecessary? What if you had a voice changer where you sounded like Jordan?
No.
I'm the behind the scenes guy.
Nobody wants that. No.
I'm the behind the scenes guy.
Look at me on the Steel Brigade over here.
What if Bane said it? What if he was like, "I'm the behind the scenes guy"?
Or like
I'm the behind the scenes
There was a
guy.
good bait today, though.
There was.
How about
there
like
was.
Batfleck with the voice thing in his? I like.
Hey, Tom Hardy's Bane sucked,
Fuck
by
off.
the way.
I hate you.
Chad, we're not friends anymore.
Dude, he was crap. Come on.
We almost hit 700 live viewers tonight. That's good
Until
night.
I made the Tom Hardy comment, or what?
He said Tom Hardy's Bane sucked.
We're going off the rails. We should wrap this up, guys. We're over. Bobby, you stayed for over 2 hours.
Fix that.
You can't cancel me.
Hey, this is my StreamYard account. I cancel whoever the fuck I want.
Fucking
Watch
bring
this.
it on, then.
Look, see? I cancel whoever I want.
Yeah, so thanks for hanging out with me and Bobby on the 3POA, everybody.
Thanks,
I don't-
guys,
I don't-
for tuning
I don't
in.
have any controls for
No one cares about Ryan.
Gotta bring Ryan, but stop that.
Oh,
Mike Espinosa with the member chat says, "Hey fellas, just got home. How about a camo version of the Praetorian? I had to get to Espos. Camo Praetorian?
No,
Yes or no?
Never.
no,
Never.
no.
Sign us out, Bobby.
I don't take requests.
Tom Hardy.